a re-recording of a video that I previously shot and put up on YouTube for a while. I was out of town for a month. It did not have any sound. This is a mat class that has a few of my favorite exercises from up to the intermediate level in the routine. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and lie down on our backs. We don't need any props for this class today. Hold on our legs, sit up straight on my sits bones, articulate down the mat, allowing my sacrum to hit first, and rolling back to the ground. I'm going to place my feet at a comfortable distance from my booty. They're going to be separated slightly to begin, no wider than my sits bone though, please, if possible. I'm going to flatten my sacrum from my hip bones to my tailbone. I'm going to have a slight lift or curve in my low back from the sacrum down to the 12th rib at the back. You can feel it back here. All 12 ribs are sinking into the mat. I'm not pulling down and losing my curve. And now, exhale, draw your ribs together, in and down. Flatten your scapular shoulder blades against that. Take your palms and flip your palms up to the ceiling. If you feel it helps you to roll open your shoulder blades. Relax through the collarbone and soften your sternum. A long neck and the base of my skull is connected with the mat. From here, we're going to inhale. When I exhale, I'm going to sink my belly button down towards my spine without losing that lift in my low back. I'm going to inhale again without flaring my ribs. I'm exhaling through my mouth, and one long exhale is if I'm fogging a mirror. Final one. From there, I'm going to bring my one leg at a time up to tabletop. Bring the other leg up to tabletop. I have not lost the lift in my low back or my neutral spine in the box of my body. I'm going to place my hands and my fingertips on my thighs, right below my kneecaps, but my entire palm is pressing into my thighs. We're not going to be lifting our head, neck, or shoulders. This is the dead bug hold. I'm squeezing my legs down. I'm going to inhale. On the exhale, I'm going to drop my belly back to my spine. I'm going to press my hands into my thighs while I press my thighs into my hands, leaving my shoulder blades flat or platform on the mat. I'm still holding the squeeze. All my ribs are sinking into the mat. I'm going to release. Exhale after the inhale and press again. From here, we're going to hold it. I'm not winging my shoulders. My shoulders are coming up. My elbows are still pointing towards my hips. Down, hovering off the mat. Release. Exhale to press. From the outside, inhale and exhale to press. You can't see a lot going on with this movement. It's not very dynamic on the outside. Internally, I feel a lot going on. I'm squeezing everything in the box of my body. And exhale, the core of my body is working very strongly. My glutes are firing, my hamstrings are firing, my inner thighs are firing to keep my legs pulling towards my hands. One more, and I'm firing my lats to keep my shoulders away from my ears as I press my hands into my legs. From there, I'm going to drop my knees into my chest for a moment. Release my hip flexors, release my quads. Inhale. Exhale. I'm going to come back into the dead bug hold position without pushing. We're going to do a few lift ups or hollow body holds. I'm going to inhale, exhale, reach my arms back so my biceps are by my ears and my legs are reaching up to my working level. And I'm going to come back to the dead bug hold position. It's just like the double leg stretch in the series of 5, but we're not reaching our arms around to the side. We're coming straight back down. Inhale to lift. And we're releasing our head, neck, and shoulders back down to the mat. And exhale to lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale to lower. We're halfway done. We only have 3 more. Inhale to lift. Lifting up over my sternum, reaching energy in both directions. 2 more. Inhale. Squeezing my inner thighs together, squeezing my heels. We're going to extend on this next one. We're not going to release down on the mat. We're going to bring our hands down to our hips. We're going to begin pumping. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. We're moving into the hundreds. And exhale. A few different ways for our leg position. We can be parallel. We can be turned out to Pilates V. We can be parallel with our knees bent or hooked slightly. We can be in Pilates V with a diamond shape, squeezing our heels together. Or we can be in tabletop. We can have our legs straight up to the ceiling. Whatever feels good for you at this time. 2 more. Final one. From there, I'm going to extend my arms and legs at the same time to release them down to the mat. I'm prepared for roll up from this position. If you need to, go ahead and bend your feet flat on the mat. Hold on behind your knees to roll back to get into this position. I'm going to inhale, nodding my chin to my chest. Woo! Rough for the first one. Exhale to fold over my legs. I'm going to inhale to pull back. Shoulders down my back. Sacrum flat on the mat. And exhale back, not allowing my ribs to pop. Inhale, nodding my chin to my chest. Drawing my belly button to my spine. I'm going to inhale, pulling back into my C-shaped curve. When my sacrum hits, I exhale the rest of the way down to the mat. Nodding my chin to my chest. C-shaped curve with my body. Exhaling to fold over my legs. My hands aren't on the mat. I'm trying to hover them above the mat. Inhale to pull back. And exhale down. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale to fold over. Inhale to pull back. Exhale down. Final one. If you need a little assistance, go ahead and grab behind your knees. So roll up. Inhale to pull back. And then bring your arms down by your side. I'm going to scoot down my mat just a little bit. We're going into the single leg circle. If you have tight back or hamstring, please go ahead and hook one leg and hook the other leg for the circles, but go ahead and maintain a neutral spine. Otherwise, go ahead and extend both legs, one leg to the ceiling. I'm going to inhale my leg across my body and exhale it back up to the top. My circles are very small and controlled. I'm trying to maintain the same energy I felt in my body during the dead bug hold and the hollow body hold, where I am holding on to everything very tightly. Sometimes when our leg swings a little bit more, we lose that control. I'm going to stop at the top of this one, my leg up at the top. I'm going to reverse my inhale across my body and exhale it back up. Shoulders slide down your back. Again, flip your palms. If you need some help, opening your shoulders. Don't flare your ribs. Here's 4. And 5. Dropping your belly on the exhale. And 6. From there, I'm going to switch my legs. I'm going to inhale my other leg across my body and exhale it back up to the top. Make your circles a little smaller at the beginning to get your body used to the shifting in weight. 4, 5, and 6. Back up to the top. Go ahead and draw in on your ribs. Mine are popping a little bit. 1, 2. Go ahead and check in on your hips. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Go ahead and hold on behind your knees. Draw your knees into your chest real fast. Release. Inhale, exhale, turn to your chest. Allow the weight of your legs to pull to sitting. We're going to be moving into rolling like a ball. We're going to do a beginning exercise or a warm-up exercise before rolling like a ball. If you have neck issues, osteoporosis, or osteopenia, please do not do rolling like a ball and continue on with the modified exercise. I'm going to scoot to the front. The insides of my feet are connected. My knees are separated, hopefully no wider than my shoulders. I'm holding on in the front of my shins, somewhere underneath my patella or above my ankle. I'm going to come into a C-shaped curl again at my belly button. Hover my feet. And then I'm going to inhale. Exhale. Engage my lats to draw my shoulders down my back. Hollow out under my arms. Drop my belly to my spine. And bring my ribs to my hips. I'm going to release. Exhale to contract again. Drawing everything together. I have an equal curve from the tippy top of my head, shooting out all the way down through my tailbone like a very uniform C. Release. Hold this position for a moment. Pardon me while I scratch my face. After this, for those of you who do not have osteoporosis, osteopenia, or neck issues, we're going to squeeze our glutes, inhale back, the tips of our shoulder blades, and exhale back up. Inhale back, and exhale up. You want to keep an equal distance from your knees to your shoulders so that you're not using momentum. Exhale. Drop your belly button strongly up your spine. 5. Some days are better than others for rolling like a ball. 5 or 7. Start. And 8. From there, I'm going to scoot back slightly so I don't hit my uprights on my reformer. I'm going to take my left hand, hold it on the inside of my right knee. Take my right hand, reach for my right ankle, extend my left leg long. I'm going to tuck my tailbone, drop my belly to my spine, and roll back into position for the single leg stretch with my toes on the inside of my other knee. I'm going to inhale. Exhale, drop my belly to my spine. Inhale through the center and exhale to pull on the other side. Inhale and exhale. I'm drawing my shoulders down my back. I have space between my chin and my chest so that I could rest an egg there. I learned this metaphor from Leah Barth that I heard an apple or an orange. It never really resonated with me. But if you hold an egg under your chin, if you crunch your chin to your chest, you crush your egg all over the front of your top. And if you release your chin back too far, you lose your egg. 7. Honestly, I lost count. And here is 8. And switch. From there, I'm going to draw my knees into my chest, or my knees to tabletop, my hands on either side of my knees. I'm going to inhale for the double leg stretch. My biceps are by my ears. Exhale my arms to a T, and pull everything together. My sacrum is not rocking back and forth. Inhale, and exhale. And squeeze and lift. You don't want your chest rocking. You want to maintain the same curl the whole time. Here's 5. Shake out your neck. 6. If you need some support in your neck, place one hand behind your head as you do the exercise, and now place the other hand behind your head. From there, we're going to go into scissors, extend both legs to the ceiling, have my hands behind one leg. It does not matter on your leg where it is, and give it a little pull. Keep your tailbone connected to the mat. Your whole sacrum's heavy. Don't tuck your tail. Here's 3. And 4. 5. I have a love-hate relationship with the series of 5. It's a very good series of exercise. Ooh. But they are difficult, aren't they? Especially if you're doing them correctly. Final set, especially if you're not resting between them. Legs up to the ceiling, head in your hands in your head. Curl up a little deeper. We're going to lower legs. 1, 2, 3. So your belly drop and then lift your legs up to the ceiling. Drop. 1, 2, 3. And lift. Here's 3. Curl up deeper. 4. Flat sacrum. 5. 6. Here's 7. We're almost out of the very last exercise. And here is 8. Knees into tabletop. Extend my left leg. Rotate my underarm towards my right knee. Inhale through center. And exhale, bringing my left underarm towards my left knee. Inhale to tabletop and exhale, twist. Inhale, exhale, twist. Here's your third set. Keep your sacrum flat and heavy. The twist comes from above the belly button. Don't lose your curl up in between. You want to maintain the curl the entire time. You don't want to re-lift up from either side. 2 more sets on either side. Here's 7. And here is 8. Come back through center. Hold on behind your knees. Rock up through the center. Press back. Separate your feet, hips distance or a little wider. Scoot forward slightly so that you're off of the meat of your glutes. Right onto your sits bones. I'm going to extend my arms in front of me. We are going to move on to spine stretch. We are going to do 4 spine stretches with a 4 count breath and 4 spine stretches with a 2 count breath. To get to articulation first, we are going to reach our fingertips out from our sternum. Inhale to not arch in your chest. Exhale to reach through our feet. Inhale to pull back. Exhale to articulate up. The tip of our head, the last thing coming up to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, draw your belly to your spine. Inhale, pull back, shoulders down. Exhale up. Inhale. And exhale, reach. Inhale. Final spine stretch with a 4 count breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Now the 2 count breath. Inhale. Articulating, guiding through center. And exhale to articulate up. Inhale down. And exhale up. 2 more. Inhale down. Exhale up. Scapula flat down your back. Shoulders over your hips. Inhale down. Exhale up. From there, I'm going to place my hands by my side. Scoot forward. We're going to do the open leg balance challenge. For those of you with osteoporosis, osteopenia, lower back problems, neck problems, please continue on with the balance challenge. Do not move into the open leg rocker that rolls back on your spine. We're going to touch our toes into the center. Our hands are going to be on top of our ankles or somewhere on top of our shins, or for modification, underneath our knees with our toes touching in the center. From there, we're going to tuck my tail slightly, look down between my feet. I'm going to pull down on my leg to help with my balance, extend my right leg. Hopefully we're pulling it so it lines up with our shoulder and down. I'm going to extend my left leg so that it's in line with my shoulder. Just like my knees are in line with my shoulder on the rolling like a ball. That's what I'm looking for. And extend right. Bringing our ribs to our hips. Extend left. Drawing our shoulders down our back. Nice long neck. And extend right. And bend. And extend left. And bend. And now we're going to extend both. Extend. And bend. Extend. And bend. And now extend and hold it while I change positions because I'm at an angle and I will fall off of my mat. We are going to extend. Whoop. I'm going to inhale back, tips of my shoulder blades, and exhale back up. Inhale back. Again, those with osteoporosis and osteopenia, please continue doing the open leg balance challenge. Gaze through your legs. Keep your legs in line with your shoulders. 2 more. Draw down on your legs. Pull down to engage your lats. From there, we're going to release our legs down to the mat in the V-shaped position, if you're able to. Otherwise, place your feet down and slide them out. We're going to come up to sitting. We are going to move into saw very quickly. We're going to have our arms out to a T, pressing down as if we're pressing down on a ball or a pole. Draw your ribs down and in. We're going to rotate to one direction. Articulate down, small for baby toe for sub. Articulate up. Come back through center. Twist the other side. Dive down, saw off your baby toe with your pinky blade edge. Come up first and then untwist. Now twist and dive. Try to square your shoulders a little bit more to your foot. Come back through center. If you try to keep your shoulders a little bit more square, your back palm will flip to the ceiling organically. One more on each side. And dive. Back through center. Direction. And dive. And come up. From there, we're going to press forward one more time. Hold on behind our knees. Articulate back down, pulling down. Bring your legs up to tabletop. We're going into corkscrew. I'm going to flip my position. Please stay in that position on your mat. I'm going to flip positions so that you can see my legs to begin with. I have my feet up towards the ceiling. I'm going to inhale my legs to one side, making a circle. My feet are rubbing against each other so that my sacrum stays stable. And back up. I'm going to inhale my legs to the other side. And exhale them back up, maintaining my neutral spine. And now I'm going to switch directions. Maintaining a flat, heavy sacrum. Keeping wide shoulder blades. Inhale down. And exhale back up. Two more to either side. Inhale down. And exhale back up. I don't want my pelvis rocking or tilting or my hips going from side to side. I'm drawing in strongly on my lower abdominals. One more. One more to the other side. I'm going to draw my knees to my chest. Rock gently from side to side. Place my feet on the mat. Roll over onto my stomach for Swan Prep, and we're going to do one arm Swan Prep as well. I'm going to come down. I'm going to tuck my ribs together and in and down. Draw my belly up towards my spine. I'm squeezing my bicep in towards my ribs. Drawing my shoulders down my back, and my hands are underneath my shoulders. I'm squeezing my legs together to protect my low back, as well as drawing up on your belly button towards your spine to protect your low back as well. I'm going to inhale, articulating my head first up, my shoulders, my low back. Pressing up as high as I can without scrunching up with my shoulders. I'm going to exhale back down, vertebra for vertebra. Drawing my ribs in and down. And bringing my head down last. And inhale to press up, 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 up. Just really squeezing on your glutes and inner thighs. Drawing on your low belly to protect your back. One more. Try to grow taller, taller, taller as you reach up. Lengthen your spine. Create space between each vertebra. And come down. From there, I'm going to take my left hand, I'm going to place it underneath my forehead like a pillow. You're probably not going to be able to come up as tall in this. I'm going to inhale. I'm going to exhale. Tricep press. Press up into a single arm swan with my right arm. And articulate down. Drawing my shoulder blade down my back to protect my neck. Inhale and press up, 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 up. Keeping my ribs in. Exhale down. One more on this side. Inhale and press. And exhale down. From there, I'm going to bring my left hand into Swan Prep position. Bicep in towards my side. Hand underneath my shoulder. Bring my left hand, or my right hand, I'm sorry, underneath my head like a pillow. Inhale to press up into Swan. And exhale to articulate down vertebra by vertebra, still creating space between every vertebra. And inhale to lift, drawing my shoulder down my back. Exhale down. One more. Inhale, draw your shoulder down your back, holding out under your arm to engage your lat. And exhale down. We're going to do a counter stretch. Place both hands on the mat. Press back into child's pose. Take a couple of deep breaths here. I'm going to take my right hand and thread it underneath my left hand, between my left hand and my knee, and for a slight, gentle twist, reaching out under my arm, looking out under my left arm. Come back through center, thread my left arm between my right hand and my right knee. Pull my shoulder down my back. Don't let it creep towards your ears unnecessarily. Look out under your arm, towards your reach. Come back to regular child's pose for 2 breaths. Go ahead and begin to walk back with a rounded spine, articulating up at the top. Your head will come up at the very last. From there, we're going to move into shoulder bridge and spine twist. Hold on behind my knees. Articulate my back down to the mat. I'm going to walk my heels into my glutes. I have a neutral spine. I have platform my arms by my side. I'm going to tuck my tail and articulate up, squeezing my glutes to bring my hips higher. I'm not rounding up on my neck and popping my ribs. I'm going to platform onto my shoulder blades, bring my ribs together and in. And I'm going to articulate my spine back down, trying to sit on my heels. From there, I'm going to walk my feet in an inch or two closer. I'm going to tuck my tail, drop my belly to my spine, lift up, squeeze my glutes. You might not come up as high with your legs closer together. Perfectly all right. Let's make sure that we're engaging our inner thighs, squeezing our glutes, dropping our belly, bringing our ribs together and in. Articulate down. Walk your feet in another inch. I'm going to tuck my tail, articulate up, squeezing everything, making sure that my knees aren't winging out to the side or touching in the middle, unless they're squeezed together, and articulate down. From here, we're going to lift up into a bridge. Everything will lift up at once and lower, but our arms are going to be reaching towards the ceiling, our palms facing each other. Instead of keeping our arms up here, scrunching our shoulders up towards our ears, our fingertips are going to be reaching directly out of our sternum and our 12th rib, where they meet at the bottom. We're going to inhale to lift, and exhale to lower. When you do this, don't pop up into your neck. You're going to pop up under your shoulder blades, just like where we were before, and lower. And squeeze, lift, lower. 3 more. Squeeze, lift, and lower, and lift, and lower. Walk your feet in all the way together, so that's up, and lift, and lower. Draw your knees into your chest. Nod your chin to your chest. Or draw your knees to tabletop, I'm sorry. Rock up. We're going to squeeze our legs together, flex our feet, sit right up on our sits bones, bring our arms to a T, inner periphery. First spine twist, I'm going to twist in one direction. When I've gone as far as I can, I'm going to twist a little deeper. The twist again, just like an elbow to knee, twist the other way, is coming from the belly button above. We keep both sits bones cemented into the mat. Our legs should not be rubbing together. We have 3 more sets on each side. If you feel like you're pulling your arm back too far, try putting your fingertips on your shoulder blades so the twist comes from inside as opposed to you cranking your arm back behind you. Let's try one more with our arms out in the T. Feel the twist come from the body. One more. From here, we're going to come down onto our sides. You may be on your side with your arm on a pillow, lifting up out of your side on your forearm. You can also lift your arm over your head if you're feeling saucy. I'm going to lift my arm over my head today, except for on leg circles. I'm going to give myself a little bit more of a base of support right here. But I am going to turn my feet out to a Pilates V. Make sure I'm not tucking or tilting. My back is lined up with the back edge of the mat. Boop. I'm lifting up on my side. I'm engaging underneath my underarm, hollowing it out. drawing strength through my lat. Lift my arm up, I'm going to kick up and flex forward. I'm making sure that my hips are stacked, and I lift up, and I squeeze to bring everything back together. 4 and 5. Now I'm going to switch my legs. I'm going to flex it up and point it down. 2 and 3. Here's 4 and 5. From there, I'm going to parallel my feet, flex them, hover my top leg up to hip height. I'm going to point to kick it forward, and I'm going to flex to pull it back. When my feet are on top of each other, I'm going to squeeze my glutes stronger to pull my foot behind me so my hips don't rock. Squeeze it forward and flex to pull it back. Here's 3. Lift up even taller. Don't sink. 6, 7, 8. Draw up and in. Ribs in. Here's 9. And here is 10. I'm going to turn my feet back out. Place my hand in front of me. Hover my foot up to hip height. Sweep my leg forward. Bring it up and around to the back. And sweep it forward. Lift up. 3, 4. And here is 5 in this direction. And now reverse. Sweep it back. Up and over. 2 and up. 3. Make sure you're not twisting in your body. Your shoulders are stacked and your hips. Here is 5. From there, I'm going to roll over onto my stomach, make a pillow. With my bottom hand, reach back for my working leg. Press my hip into the mat. Pull my heel into my glute. Inhale and exhale. From there, I'm going to sit up, swing my legs over to the other side. Again, you can be down on the mat, lifting up out of your side, or you can be up on your forearm, hand in front, or if you'd like to try something else, for the first 2 sets, before we get onto circles, you're welcome to lift up out of your side, hollow out under your arm. Turn your feet out to Pilates V, stack your hips, draw your belly up and in, ribs down, point and flex. Here's 2 and 3, here's 4 and 5, and now flex it up, point it down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, 4 and 5. Flex your feet, hover your top foot up to hip height, point to kick it forward, and flex to pull it back. Squeeze your glute when your feet are stacked to pull your leg behind you so your hips don't twist. And point and flex. Lift up out of your side, hollow out under your arm. Belly to spine, ribs in and down. Here's 4. You're already over halfway there with sideline legs. Here's 5. After this, we have legs in the air. A little bit more enjoyable. 6, 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. Stack your feet again. Turn it out to Pilates V. Place your top hand in front of you. Lift up out of your side. Hollow under your arm if you're in form. Lift your foot up. Kick it forward. And bring it around. And here's 2. If you feel yourself sinking, when you rainbow your leg over the top, make your circle smaller. The most important part is the control of your body. And now reverse. Swing it back. And over. Here's 2. 3. Here's 4. 1 more. Go ahead and rock onto your stomach. Feet up held with your stabilizing arm. Reach back with your top arm to your top working leg. Press that hip into the mat. Pull your heel into your leg. Take 2 more deep breaths here. Now we're going to please roll over onto our backs. I'm going to bring my feet up to the ceiling. maintaining a neutral spine, shoulders wide, scapula stabilized or flat, shoulder blades. Ribs in the mat, slight lift, heavy sacrum, belly to spine, ribs together and down. We're going to open our feet and flex them to bring them together. Point to open your legs wide to the side of wide V, inner thigh stretch. Here's 3. And here is 4. Keep your feet flexed. Now flex to open them and point to close. And flex to open, point to close. How much can you articulate your feet open and then articulate them to point? So open your toes, balls of feet to heels, and balls of feet, and then toes, I'm so sorry. And then articulate open, articulate close. One more. And articulate close. From there, we're going to do some smaller scissors. So right leg, left leg, right leg, left leg. 3 and 4. From there, our legs are going to be up to the ceiling. We're going to open our legs in a double leg circle. They're going to be smaller than you're used to, especially if you're used to doing reformer work, because you don't want your sacrum to tuck, tilt, or any of that sort of stuff. Go side to side. Here's 4. And now we're going to reverse. And down. And open. After this, we're going to combine the scissors and the leg circles. We're going to do a few helicopters. And so, I'm going to bring my right leg to my nose, my left leg away, and switch. And now I'm going to do half circles in opposite directions so that now my right leg is at my nose. I'm going to bring my left foot and my right foot. I'm going to switch feet in circles. I'm going to go right, left, half circle, left, right, half circle, right, left, half circle, left, right, half circle. Draw my knees into my chest. Rock gently from side to side. From there, we're going to go into a modified teaser. I'm going to place my feet flat on the mat. My heels are going to be further from my glutes than they were in bridge, shoulder bridge. So you probably won't make it very far if you're very close, unless you're working at Cirque du Soleil. I'm going to, if you can, that's amazing. Super proud of you. I'm going to extend my left leg to working level. My knees are right by each other. I'm not up higher, I'm not down lower. They're squeezed together, thigh to knee. Hands over my head without popping my ribs. Inhale, letting my chin to my chest. Coming up into a teaser. Exhale. And articulate down. One more on this side. Inhale. Drawing my shoulders down my back, draw my belly button to my spine. Tap my tail. And articulate down. Place my left foot down. Extend my right leg so that my thighs and my knees are glued together. Inhale, letting my chin to my chest. Oh, come on, buddy. Exhale up to teaser, drawing my shoulders down my back. Tuck my tail. And exhale down. One more. I'm going to stay here. I'm going to extend my other leg to meet my foot in teaser. I'm going to hold it here for a moment. Bend your knees if you need to release your quads or your hip flexors and try to reconnect with your deep low abs. And then I'm going to place my feet down on the mat, both feet. Tuck my tail. And bring my arms over my head. I'm going to rock up, walking my fingertips up my legs. From there, I'm going to come back down onto my forearms. I'm pressing up out of my forearms. I'm not popping my ribs. Still trying to maintain a neutral spine here. I'm going to face a different direction so that you can see my feet for can-can. I come up into tabletop for my can-can position. I rock my left hip off, rocking over to my right hip. Both weight is so equally distributed in my forearms. I extend my legs to the right. I bend my knees. I use my obliques to control back to center. I rock over to my left hip, keeping equal weight in my forearms. Rocking off my right hip, I extend both legs. I bend them back through center. And I go to the right. Extend, bend, center, left. Extend, bend, center, right, extend, bend, center, and left. Extend, bend, center. From there, I can roll onto my back. Give my knees another quick hug. We are going to roll over onto our stomachs to do swimming. From there, we are going to move into Mermaid, and that will be the end of class for today. So, let's go ahead and roll over onto our stomachs. Drawing our ribs in and down. Drawing our belly buttons up and in. Drawing our shoulders down our back. Squeezing our legs together. Protect our low back. I'm going to flip my forehead up off the mat an inch or two. I'm going to raise my right hand off the mat, squeeze my glutes to lift my left leg off, and float it back down. Raise my left arm, squeeze my glutes, lift my right leg. I'm not rocking in my hips, I'm keeping equal weight. I'm just squeezing my glutes to lift my legs. So I'm not rocking back and forth on my hip bones. From there, I'm going to raise both, and I'm going to inhale as I start to swim, and exhale. Don't go so fast that you start to rock. My biceps are between my ears. My ribs are in and down. My shoulders are down my back. From there, quiet your body. See if you can reach a little longer on both sides, fingertips and toes. And release down. Face back for child's pose. Just regular child's pose. From there, we're going to come up to sitting. I'm going to place my hands on my knees. My ribs are in and down. I'm going to sweep my left arm up, reaching to the side, not crunching to my side. I'm not twisting back. I'm not twisting forward. It's as if I have a sheet of glass in front of me and a sheet of glass behind me. I'm reaching to the side. I'm squeezing my obliques to come up. Place my left hand down, sweep my right arm up, and reach. My fingertips are reaching for where the wall and the ceiling meet, and down. My hip bones are equally weighted. So I'm not rocking off of one hip. I'm reaching down with the side that's stretching. And reach. And down. One more on each side. And down. Final one. And reach. And down. From there, we're going to move into Mermaid. Now that we have the side bend up, a couple ways to do Mermaid. You can go crisscross applesauce, but if you have been sitting with one leg in front, please flip your legs so the other leg is in front for crisscross applesauce. If you have any problems using that, you can sit on the edge of a chair or a futon or sofa with your legs hanging off. Squeeze your legs together, please, to engage if you're having any problems that way. Or you can sit in a figure four stretch with the bottom leg, your front shin will be perpendicular with the long side of your mat, and your top leg will be perpendicular, the shin will be perpendicular with the short side of your mat, or traditional mermaid with your knees stacked on top of each other. From there, I'm going to reach my hand down to the mat, reach my other arm up overhead. I'm going to bend my elbow in towards my hip to reach where the wall and the ceiling meet, not sinking into my side closest. I'm going to come up, using the control of my obliques to maintain the position of my body. Place my hand down with control. Keeping my ribs, I'm going to reach up, drawing my shoulder down my back. I'm going to come up, squeeze my obliques on my top side to help bring my body across for the counter stretch. Final one on this side. Place my hand down with control. Reach long, tall, reaching up out of both sides. Place my legs and come across. From there, we will flip our legs. For those of you who had the flip switched from crisscross applesauce to the other side, please keep your legs that way. Otherwise, the figure four stretch with the bottom leg shin parallel with the long part of the mat in front of you, your top leg shin parallel with the short part of the mat at the end, or classical mermaid with your shins and knees stacked. And place my hand down, bend my elbow going towards my hip. Reach up, reaching up, pressing into the mat. I'm pulling my shoulder blade out while I press into the mat to reach. Come up, squeeze my top obliques, and reach across. I'm not twisting down, I'm not twisting up. It's as if I'm between two panes of glass still, like on the modified side bend that we just did. And then I'm going to place my hand down, press into the mat and reach. I'm going to reach up and bend across. Reaching up again to where the wall and the ceiling meet as I counter stretch. Final one. Reach, reach, reach. Come up and counter stretch towards the opposite direction. Come back up out of the stretch. And crisscross applesauce one more time. Inhale your arms to the side. Exhale all the way down. I hope that you enjoyed the class. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out to me. Otherwise, I hope you have a great day.